Thank you for remaining standing. What prompted our stance is the following. There is a hymn that I like, and that goes, Tileng mo kitamayang hulahili babangata. Impan na wansamais. Meditation and remembrance of the students that have been with us and the staff that also supported us as students and senior management. The following students were with us, but unfortunately, they could not complete as you. Ms. Brenda Baloyi, in Safety in Society Level 3. Ms. Sandiswa Gift Nguna, Mechanical Engineering Fitting N2. Ms. Kogetso Ledwaba, National Diploma Financial Management. Those are the 3 students that could not make it. The employees that also left us, Ms. Natasha Small from Pretoria campus, and Mr. Josiah Chabalala from Roslyn campus. Let's observe a 2-minute moment of silence in their remembrance. May their soul rest in peace. We may be seated. Students, please note that until the end of this ceremony, you'll remain our students. We are indeed proud as senior management and members of the Tshwane North TVET College community to be celebrating this moment with you. And not only to be celebrating the moment with you alone, but to also be bringing the external stakeholders with us, referring to your parents. We are not only celebrating this moment with you, but we are saying that we have empowered you, and we believe that you'll be going to the world and to be developed more. One noble person said that there is a difference between an educated person and a learned person. And out of the difference, that noble person said, an educated person is a dead person, and whilst a learned person is someone who's still alive because he'll continue to learn. That is why today we are saying this is not a graduation ceremony, but a certificate ceremony. Let your will be done. That is why you are still here. At the present moment, let me welcome Metsibugo, the college principal, to come and welcome you officially. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Program Director, Mr. Tapelo Motokolo. Greetings to the beautiful certificate recipients, to the parents, Kiri Dumelang, Tobela, Abshen, Ndimacheroni, Sialocha. You are welcome to Tshwane North TVET College. As the program director indicated, that this is not a graduation ceremony, but it is a certificate ceremony, because we are celebrating an achievement to our students who have acquired a certificate in the National Vocational Education and Training. So where you are, you've got an exit certificate. So what it means is that there's a long way ahead of you of ensuring that either you progress with education, or you get employment, or you become an entrepreneur that is going to create employment for others. That's the beauty of the qualification here in CV, because it opens the three doors that I have spoken about. Gateway to employment or employability, a gateway to you becoming an employer by becoming an entrepreneur, or progressing into higher education or post-education qualifications. So we are here for that. Program Director, allow me to acknowledge members of the College Council that are here today. The SRC President is not with us, but we've got in our midst the Deputy Secretary General of the SRC, Ms. Violet Raputi. We also have the Deputy President of the SRC in our midst, Mr. Kekeletso Makhalimail. Sorry about that. We also have members of the college management team and staff members of Tshwane North TVET College. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me also to acknowledge the presence of the men and the women of the moment. And the men and the women of the moment are our certificate recipients. To you, you all look beautiful today. And I am proud of you. I am proud of the fact that you made it to this far. You made it to this point. On behalf of the College Council, Academic Board and Management, I welcome all of you, and especially to the parents, the guardians, or even partners that have played a role in all the students that we have here. We welcome you to this auspicious occasion of the 2022 certificate ceremony. We are today gathered here to validate and acknowledge their achievement. And I would like to take an opportunity to also congratulate you on your achievements. I am indeed proud of each and every one of you seated here. To the parents, as I welcome you, I also want to express gratitude for the love and the constant support that you have given to your children. And I am saying to you, your efforts and the resources that you have put into these young people, they have not gone to waste because you have invested in them. And today, as they receive, and you will be witnessing them receiving these certificates, I always say that a gift that a black parent will give to a child, as inheritance, ya chelete and all those things. But inheritance that we give as parents to our children, ke sacrifice ya go etsa gore ba tsene sekolo and then ba skebe ba tshwana le rona. And I think that for me, that's the greatest gift. Ka gore tšhelete yona rena yona, we do not have all the resources and all that they can inherit. But once we encourage them to go to school, achieve, and they make it at school, for us, it's an inheritance because it's an inheritance that we give to our children because ba kgona ho ikemela ka maoto. A gona motswadi o a nyakang ho pepa ngwana ho fitlhela e ba mokgalabe a dependa mo ho wena. Our role is to ensure that they become independent, they stand on their own, and also look after the siblings that will be coming after. We always talk about black tax in black communities, and then there's nothing wrong in that as long as you are not abused. Le rona, re di beneficiaries sa black tax, nna ke tsensitse ke bommane le bommalome sekolo. So what it means is that I also have to ensure gore bana ba bommalome le ditlogolo tsa bona, they do not go without means tsa gore ba tsene sekolo. I also need to do the same. Black tax ke bolelang ka yona, ke bolela ka black tax e seng ya gore mphe 50 ranta kgwedi engwe le engwe. That's abuse. But not forgetting where you come from. I would also want to extend appreciation to my colleagues, both lecturing and support staff members, for their guidance and patience that made you who you are today. I know that they were not perfect. We are all not perfect. We had our ups and downs, but it's through them that you are where you are as well, because they played a role. And I would also like to take an opportunity to appreciate the committee that has put this event together, to say that without them, we wouldn't be sitting here in this beautiful hall where everything seems to be so organized. I would like to thank you, colleagues, for that. But our focus today is not all the things that I've been talking about. Focus here today is you. Is the certificate recipients. Our objective as Tshwane North TVET College will always remain that of empowering you as leaders who are primed to face the challenges of the fourth industrial revolution and digital economy. And we say that go out there and explore opportunities in this new era that presents the globe today. When you choose to proceed with your studies, let us move away from management assistant. Let us move away from HR. Let us move away from the programs that are going to make us sit at home and still be frustrated, really graduates. The world has changed. The pandemic has taught us a lot of things. We are now moving into the digital space. Find your space. And I'm saying that with the new opportunities that come with the digital economy and also the fourth industrial revolution, I am assuring you that the world that you are entering into is abundant with opportunities. And of course, with each and every opportunity, there will be challenges. Find your space. Ho bolelwa ka di robotics. Ho bolela ka di solar. Part of solar system. We are moving away from electricity and all that. Where you are, what is it that you want to do? Because also salata HR, also salata management assistant. Without jobs, then it will be something wrong, Karun. As an institution, we will be introducing most of the new programs in 2024. We are preparing to move in that space. So offer programming, robotics, and all those kind of things, labor mechatronics. So I am saying that there are opportunities out there. Because one professor said, a 12-year-old that we have today is going to enter into a job that is unknown today. And it's because of the rapid changes that we've got of technology and all that. So we need to ensure that we also prepare our minds to be innovative in whatever it is. And then we need to begin thinking outside HR. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with HR, but if you're doing marketing, we need to be thinking beyond marketing as it is the traditional way, because we are also talking about digital marketing. So most of us, I think that we survived the past 2 years, pandemic. And we found ourselves in strange settings where we are still fighting for invisible enemy and the uncertainty that is still there. But I am saying that today brings a sense of hope. For the mere fact that for the past 2 years, we did not even have in-person graduations and also certificate ceremonies. It brings hope that this invincible enemy, maybe it will be going away soon. We are cognizant of the fact that as we are celebrating your achievements, you also demonstrated sheer resilience in the past 2 years. Remember, most of you were affected by COVID-19. Rotation, not coming to school, things like those, but you put efforts, and that showed us that we are resilient. And we also demonstrated commitment. We have witnessed loss of lives. We have witnessed livelihoods of many households that were negatively impacted. Those that supported us lost jobs, all those kind of things. We also experienced the shifts in the way we live and the way we work. Rotation, the classes, it was not an ideal thing, but we showed that. And all of us who are here today will surely remember all the things that happened and the disruptions that came about the pandemic. But amidst all the things that you have experienced in the past 2 years, I want you to remember that one thing that you gained. And that one thing that you gained, it is that certificate. You know exactly what it took to get to that point, because a lot of things changed. But you made it to this far. I want you to remember that you have what it takes to get through anything. Resilience earlier the past 2 years, you have all what it takes to go through anything. So when you come up against an obstacle or challenges in life, or you experience any setback in your life, remember the resilience that you showed in the past 2 years. You demonstrated determination, that you've got the strength to get through anything. But remember that you don't have to go through any difficulty in life. You don't have to go through it alone. There are people around you. We are in this together. When you look out for another person, we become better people. Alone, you'll never make it. Make sure that people around you also help you to overcome whatever it is. With the pandemic and all the problems that we've got serious issues of mental health. And then here we mental health, all of us sitting here, we do suffer from mental health in one way or the other. Re bolela ka stress, re bolela ka anxiety. When things don't happen, and then some of these things they build up, that's what that is all about. You don't have to suffer alone. Ensure that people around you assist you, so that we can also eliminate the challenges that we've got in South Africa currently, because a lot of young people are taking their own lives. If they can't solve problems, by ikhwaetsa, ba ja dipilisi and all those kind of things, remember that there are people around you who will give you the support that you may require. So your success, other than your efforts, is also testimony to the contributions of those that are around you. So never forget that. I also want to talk to you and invite you to add a voice on the crisis that is tearing our society apart as South Africans. This crisis affects every community and touches the lives of most families in one way or another. And the crisis that I'm talking about, which has also become a pandemic, gender-based violence, that is so profound and widespread in this country, and it affects women, girls, and also boys and children. A lot of boys, whenever we talk about gender-based violence, we think that it only happens to young girls and women. But a lot of boys are experiencing that as well, because a lot of young boys are also being sodomized. And we are saying that this pandemic is systemic, is deeply entrenched in institutions of learning like this one, and also the cultures and the traditions that are out there. It's one of the most pervasive violations of human rights in the world, and one of the least prosecuted crimes, which is the greatest threat to lasting peace and development. As long as we do not become agents of changing that, we'll definitely not have peace and development amongst our children. And it happens in our homes. It happens where we know, but we keep quiet about it, and it cannot be correct. We need to change, because that gender-based violence is a culmination of all the challenges that we find ourselves as a society or as South Africans. Bana ba na le anger. Bana ba fetsa ba etsa dilo tse ding tse di tshabegang ka lebaka la dilo tse re ba etsang tsona as they experience them. What I have also learned is that people who are abused, they also end up being abusers. Because it's a way of life. That's what they are learning. And I am saying to all of you seated here that I invite you today as the TNC alumni community to go out there and advance human rights, democracy, and the common values of humanity. And I believe that as an educator myself, it is through education that we can do more to respond to the cries for justice of women, children, and those that are suffering from violence. Because sometimes we also think that gender-based violence, it only happens to women, because there are also women who are also abusing men, and they're also doing it. Let us go there and make the difference. I implore you to stay actively engaged with TNC. Make real contributions wherever you can. If you, with this quotation, or the words of Nora Roberts, open quote, if you do not go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer will always be a no. If you then don't step forward, you are always in the same place. Close quotes. So it means that you need to step forward, raise your hand, and make a difference. There are things that we can do. And I always say that if all the Zimbabweans and the foreign nationals that are in this country, ba khona hore ile di car guards, ba khona ho kira 5 rand, 2 rand, at the end of the day when he calculates, o tsamaya high a tsamaya ka 500 rand. Asa nna ko high, I made 350 grant. What is it that stops us from doing certain things? There's nothing wrong with grant. I don't want to be misrepresented. But I am saying there are a lot of things that we can do. But what we are picking up from our children in this country, bara wa ko ofisa ke le tjatji ya wa pula ena konela ke pula ke be ke kagat nanga se treike le dithaka tsaka. Those are the things that we say every day. Uzoyithola kanjani hlele khoni? Then we need to reflect and also reclaim our country. And I am challenging all of you sitting here. Our country is going to the dogs, and it's you who have to save this country. Play a role, be visible, raise up your hand, make a difference wherever you're coming from. Congratulations on this inspiring achievement, and I wish you the best of luck on your new chapter. That's the next chapter. All of you sitting here receiving certificates today, we bought a book for each one of you as an institution. The book that you are going to receive, it's a book that was written by one of the students of Tshwane North TVET College. So we supported our own. We are going to share with you that book, Yadi Poems, because she studied financial accounting and she made poems. Accounting, so that she makes accounting look easy. to all of you. Congratulations. May God richly bless you in your endeavor to making a difference in this country. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. The emphasis in the speech that was narrated to us is that I'm an entrepreneur. If someone wrote a book out of being a financial management student and you being a student of Tshwane North College, something can come out of that. From where I'm standing, I'm saying there is potential out of each one of us. Let me take this opportunity to be welcoming Mr. K. Makalemele, the SRC President Institution. I take it that if it's not here, one of the SRC would be addressing you students and the parents, as a welcome address. Thank you.
Dumelang, le kae? Le shapomer? Le shotang? Batla leave. Ke nna Bonini Violet Raputi, the DSG ya SRC. I'll be representing the SRC and the CRC, carrying the message on behalf of the student body and the student leadership. Congratulations to all the NCVs on their achievements. It might not have been easy, but for the 3 years that they have done their studies, they are here now to receive their certificates. As we all continue on our lives, let us take each and every new opportunity as a challenge with confidence, knowing that we have achieved great heights and we are equipped with the necessary tools to tackle our futures. The road that lies ahead won't be easy, but there are obstacles, potholes, and even roadblocks that will be ahead, but we have to tackle them with confidence. There will be times when each of us feel we cannot possibly go on. There will be times when each of us will think that she or he is not good enough. You are not alone. With our backs against the wall, but we are not alone. We are all in this journey together. We have made it this far. Why should we go back now? Nothing worthwhile is easy. And that includes making the most out of our futures. But that doesn't mean we give up on ourselves. We keep pushing until we make it. Ke rata ho le leboha for the certificate tsa lena.
A message from one of us, the SRC student. Those are the people that are our major stakeholders here. Without them, we are nothing. But what remains the point and effect is that we are co-parenting. In the absence of the parents, we are there to represent the parent. At the present moment, we are going to be played a musical item from the sound system. Immediately after that, I'll be introducing the guest speaker. Thank you, thank you. As Africans, I know that, when there is a drum and, words behind the drum, we just have to dance one way or the other. We were taught that even when we are in pain, we sing. And even when we celebrate, we sing. But as you were dancing and singing, it reminded me of my old teacher who said something that was quite interesting. That teacher said, at one stage, the mind of a black person and a Chinese was put on a scale. And it was not only put on a scale, but it was also put on a scale and a price. And the Chinese mind was very cheap in terms of price. And the African mind was very expensive. And the question was why the pricing was like that. And the reasoning behind the seller was that the Chinese mind was wasted with information. As a result, it's cheap. And the African mind was still without information, thus it's very expensive. But today you have proved a point that your mind will also be cheap because you have empowered with information. So basically, thus we are seeing you, dancing and ululations. I didn't hear the ululations. I didn't hear the ululations from the parents to show that they are indeed celebrating with you. May I please hear that? When we are Africans, and when we are sending off someone, we ululate. And when we are celebrating, we are also ululating. At this present moment, students and parents, senior management, let me take this opportunity to be welcoming on stage one of us. We have invested as an institution to Butshilo Mtombeni. It's an author of the book that you'll be receiving today. A black child who transformed accounting into, a book that is not full of numbers, but full of information that would enable a black child to be empowered. And indeed, we must say that much as she has written a book to us, and such that you'll be receiving that book as an investment to you, don't take that book and put it in a shelf, but ensure that that book also empower you or empower others. Butshilo, welcome to the stage. Let's welcome him.
Good morning, guys. So just like Sir just mentioned right now, my name is Butshilo Mtomboti. I am a 20-year-old financial management student, aspiring CA, and probably the first accounting poet and published author, right? All the way from here, by the way. Yeah. So I'm holding my book right now. It's called A Black Child Transformed by Accounting. It's a book full of accounting poems, and there's never been accounting poems before. I strongly believe that as the youth, we understand information better in different ways. Some people understand information better through music, others through visuals, or even poetry, And as the youth, we should venture into a field with passion and with the aim of putting something new on the table, You should approach science with the aim of finding a cure for cancer. You should approach economics with the aim of finding that one macroeconomic policy that will help us as an emerging economy, And that's how I actually managed to combine poetry and accounting. This is something that has never been done before, by the way. I'm the first one, probably the last one. I'm joking, guys. Okay, so firstly, I would like to congratulate all of you. You guys did a marvelous job. Well done. You know, let's clap hands to that. Okay. Another thing that I would like to mention is that I realized that there is a lot of underestimation that is going around regarding TVET colleges, especially in a Black community. Do not let that get to you. Allow me to mention that this book has been featured on the South African Institute of Chartered Accountants. And it only deals with university student, but you have Botselo, a 20-year-old financial management student from Tshwane, not TVET College, and she already has a profile with SAICA. SAICA is this big organization, you know, the CA body, Chartered Accountancy. But I already have a profile, and it's okay, TNC. You see? So do not limit yourself. Yes, Koka Sibatlo Bulelo, Otena TNC. You are at college, but if Waituru and Unyakang, then if it makes sense to me, then like really, you know? So allow me to share this as well. I'm currently doing my internship at this accounting firm in Pretoria CBD. And during induction, hey guys, I'm also from TNC, but Kitwa China. How possible is that? Yeah? That guy also China. And a student this summer, I think he did something that has to do with hospitality. Something like that. So something like that. You know, I was just excited. He is no China TNC in one line, and I was like, okay, I'm done here. So guys, not even the sky is your limit. This is the beginning of a beautiful journey, you know? And it doesn't matter hor otwakai. I really had a tough upbringing. Don't be amused by this confident young lady. I used to sell answers during an examination, just to put food on the table for my mom and I. That's what I did. A teacher used to bring me lunch every single day at school. Barki Mr. Sudesh Mulu from Lodium Secondary. So guys, I would like to say all the best. And your best is yet to come. Be inspired by this and tamofofa. Yes.
Thank you, Botselo. Who believes that an accent like hers will be coming from TNC? You know, I'm Mr. Motokolo from TNC. It's one of those. Now let's fly. Let's fly. We are now presenting the certificates. Ndate Masalesan, Mr. Muru, Ndate Masiti, Ndate Mudise, campus managers would be coming forth so that we start flying. And please, we know that we are Africans, we come from different ethnic groups. As you'll be dancing, don't dance for a very long time. We've got another session that is coming. So as you are now studying the session, let's start at that note. The system may start playing nicely and softly so that Mama Maria should be able to be heard. We can start.
Ane ofense Sharon. Kulwane Buinelo Godfrey. Leapega Ndaba Dineo. Monama Mia Komozo. Nchangasi Temba Edward. Sibia Martha. Sibia Martha. Simango Quiet Foshea. Simango Sophie Sylvia. Madam Principal, the following candidates fulfill the requirements for the National Certificate Vocational in Hospitality. Maredi Emma Sesi. Lekoto Betty Nkele. Matlangu Ntombi Futi Patricia. Manyala Matseko Rebecca. Maota Millicent. Matemane Diketso. Mathibela Ntokozo. Mathibe Ramogetse Khaleng. Mukwebo Mfunzeni. Moale Nthabiseng Bridget Lena. Matladi Milenda. Mongau Matuma Tumelo. Okay, feta. Tsatsawan. Tsatsawan Ntsako Ora. Rahube Lebohang. Skosana Tandi. Tifo Raisive Elizabeth. Moema Kitumetse Octavia Mudibedi.
Parents, students, principal, allow me to introduce Mrs. Nukeri, who will be presenting the certificate recipients moving forward.
Good morning, parents and students. Madam Principal, the following candidates have fulfilled the requirements for the National Certificate Vocational in Information Technology and Computer Science. It is my pleasure to introduce to them. Ledwaba Komozo Ephraim. Biko Sinombongo. Masukaming Mateko Johanna. Mnisi Aaron Brighton. Murue Prince Cry. Nkosi Tembisile Lerato. Taba Mokhadi. Madam Principal, the following candidates have fulfilled the requirements for the National Certificate Vocational in Tourism. It is my pleasure to introduce them. Ditego Mildred. Dlamini Teresa Tabisile. Hlengani Nkamugeleng Messi. Sheba kwane. Maake Sibuye Jubilant. Good luck. Mahlangu Florence Tabisile. Mahlangu Simpiwe Precious. Stella Kwan. Emma. Mahlangu Gugwe Lihle Sani. So. Mahlangu Nobuhle Amanda. Malachi Catherine Amukelani. Madisa Naledi Princess. Nkosi Sabelo Debone. Nonyani Humulimo Alfred. Ntokozo Shabalala Primrose. Skosana Lucia. Skosana Pindile Poshia. Baswani Pindile. Baloi Ntwanano Ruth. Tipe Kilebogile Maleroto Sibite. Mabena Nompulimelelo Mashia. Monama Lebohang Shamain. Memeza Mavis Beatrice Nobuntu. Masupa Tabo Naftali. Mhlongo Gloria. Mudisele Tiamo Felicia. Madam Principal, the following candidates have fulfilled the requirements for the National Certificate Vocational in Safety in Society. It is my pleasure to introduce them. Makubele Buyeya Winnie. Baloi Sluki Sandra. Chopani Kotato Nicodemus. Kuyani Matapelo Sylvia. Maboya Malebu Friti. Makulane Tepiso Nombi Ellen. Makoka Tlo Ananias. Mahlangu Nomfundo. Mahlangu Riarabetsi Nomtandazo Rose. Madihwe Nkele Makwale. Manaka Kumbelo Lucky. Manganye Comfort. Manuku Makalewa Margaret. Maoka Lesijo Rose. Masunganye Gertrude Bongani. Mokari Johanna Dimakato. Mukwena Christina Muiponi. Mukue Kiabeti. Ndo Leah. Tiamo Lucky Pecha. Matenjwa Isaac. Mutlauti Johannes Mpo. Moraba Promise. Motame Mapula Fortunate. Vilakazi Jabulile Rihanna. Sidimu Anneleng Bennett. M. Yes. Matokolo Boitumelo Flora. Rasiroka Amania Mfati Dikeledi. Kamata Maria Matapelo. Rapulu Martha Desiree. Mawila Mpalore. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
I thought we were doing the next one.
What next one?
Parents, students, principal, and the deputy principal, senior management, allow me to take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Toba, who will be presenting with Mem Tsibuho and the principal and the deputy principal academic affairs, presenting the conference of certificates and the presentation of the special awards. Mr. Toba.
Thank you, Program Director. This part is the most exciting, where we are presenting special awards of students who performed exceptionally well. But I don't want you to feel bad as if you did not perform well. Yeah, you performed well, right? And you must give yourself a very good round of applause for your performance. Madam Principal and Deputy Principal Academic Services, the following students have been recognized as the best performers in their respective campuses in certain programs. The recognition is the best student who performed above others in that particular campus. It is my pleasure to introduce from Mamelodi campus in the ICT or ITC, Information Technology and Computer Science, Mabona Vusi Freddy. We will receive and send that to the campus at the appropriate time. From Temba campus, Safety in Society. Wait for it. Wait for it. Mawila Mpolare. Temba. Arsaban jela asar metele matoho. I must say that Mawila Mpolare from Temba campus has also achieved 7 distinctions. From Soshanguve North campus in engineering, wait for it, Mathematics Grace. And now in this session, remember we have got 2 sessions. The other campuses overall best students are in the next sessions. However, in this session, we are also to announce the overall best performer, and you can guess from which campus. Okay. Thank you. And the reality is, the overall best performer with an average of 78% and 11 distinctions out of the 21 subjects is none other than Mabona Vusi Freddy. Mamelodi Campus Information Technology. Yes. In the absence of Freddy, we will then present them to the Mamelodi campus for Freddy to receive them. Thank you, Program Director.
Students, parents, senior management, allow me to say, Pula, you are now our former students. Despite the fact that some of you are still with us, but now you are now the former vocational students and certificate recipients, and congratulations. At the present moment, allow me to introduce Mr. Toba once again to do acknowledgements and to even close the session in order. Mr. Toba.
Thank you once again, Program Director. My work this time is very simple, not to make you excited. The acknowledgement would like to thank the senior management of the institution for making sure that the institution and your dreams are achieved. Driving an institution of this magnitude is not a child's play. And having Tshwane North College in the minds of everybody is not a child's play. We also would like to thank the College Council for driving this institution and making sure that whatever we intend or the image that we plant in the communities remain a positive one. Thank you. To the lecturing staff in all the colleges and in the campuses, it wasn't easy. The past years, especially those who started in 2019, coming to 2020, as the principal has indicated, it was not easy for us. However, we persevered, and through those lecturers, HODs, campus managers, thank you very much for making sure that we do not stop this dream along the way. We also would like to thank our committee that had arranged this event today. Thank you very much to everybody for your contribution, big or small. Thank you for that. To our student body, the SRC and CRC, your message today was quite appropriate. Let us not fear what the journey up ahead of us is all about. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. To our guest speaker, Botsilo, I hope my principal always say, and my deputy principal, we would like to have our guest speakers in our graduation or certificate ceremonies coming from our own. Now the question is, Botsilo, who is going to be next? One of you. Draw the inspiration from Botsilo and others who are doing well, who are carrying the flag of the institution. I was listening to Botsilo once on Metro FM. She was on Metro FM. She was interviewed on Metro FM in the morning. And the first thing that she spoke about was Tshwane North TVET College. And would like to have such ambassadors of our institution. Thank you very much, Botsilo, for gracing our occasion. To our sponsors, who made sure that the gifts that we were giving out today, whatever it is in there, it is a surprise, but to the House of Graduates, future managers, Macmillan Education, Gordon Harris Photographic, and Oxford University Press, thank you very much for your contributions. We have got the media here, our local newspaper, which volunteered to say that we will cover and publish the story about this certificate ceremony to Tshwane Bulletin. Thank you very much for gracing this occasion with your presence. Thank you. Most of all, to the parents. Batswadi, abazali. You know, there's no better reward than this one. And I want us, as Ndate Motokolo said, you are now former students, ne? You are recipients of our certificates. Can you stand up, face the parents, and give them a very, very, very big round of applause for the work that they have done and say thank you. Thank you. Lastly, to you, the recipients of the certificates, thank yourselves. And would like to also thank the mighty God for preserving your lives. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Some of you had to study at home for the first time. The institution had to try this and that and that and that. And yet, I'm against all odds. We made it. Say, Mama, I made it. Thank you very much, Program Director. As you have requested, I would request that we will all stand for the national anthem. And after the national anthem, we will then have the management leaving the hall with a song as we remain seated. Thank you.
Students, senior management, parents, please remain seated. Students, keep on standing as we recess for this first session. The sound system will lead us as we recess to the side.
Say viva, he's a legend, and I'd smile, and my mind would fly. Every day of my life watching you. Dizila naga, nibubona mobele bako, injena jemwe. Viva, you are a legend. okay.